Third in hero damage as well. Brand new rookie coming into the league. He was on a temporary contract. There he is. Just syncing up so well with Hisu and the Discord orbs.
Yeah. Pretty orchestrated. The Boston Uprising looking to answer back. They did manage to jump onto the backline, so it's going to be them taking out the support. Spitfire now trying to win out this 1v1, just dodging, juking, trying to stay alive here. With the Boston Uprising, the ultimates into this one. Nice whip shot just to push Sado away, but with Spire going down, it's a lot of the damage and brute force that the Toronto Defiant was able to win out a lot of these team fights. It's going to be missing now.
Certainly is. Aspire actually first pick in both of those extended, scrappy fights.
A hack onto Michelle, though, was critical. Gets the D-Mech in the end, and they've got ults for days now, with Myeonbong just carrying forwards the healing. Should be a closed-out team fight.
Oh, wait there. Don't call it too early. Valentine taking a little bit of damage, but Myeonbong again fires back with that pick. And I'm 37 is cleaning things up. You were completely right, Brent. Look, for a moment there, like Defiant might have been able to wrestle things back under their control. But Boston coming away with a relatively clean one, Brent. And I think
committing the mines with the power driver, they can't actually go anywhere, but they've got the immortality field. And yeah, committing into this fight, despite the fact that it looks like the Boston Uprising have the better heals and damage.
Oh my word,
that! I mean, I don't think it's going to matter, unfortunately, in the end, but it might in the end with Aspire getting in the three-piece with the post bomb in close quarters. Michelle's going to try. They have to wait in close quarters before they decide to roll back in again. Nice little tech there from Sado as well. A little power driver up to top, and that's synced up with Aspire, tearing through them. Already 2 kills. Might be looking for the third. Teleport down onto the floor, but nobody can reach it in time. And look at the damage that's being done. Aspire just ripping through them, following up on all of that damage. That last percentage point has it in the end. EMP comes through, and it did catch onto the tail end. That's the support line of the Boston Uprising. They get caught out, and that is going to be the damage done. A big investment of ultimates there from the Toronto Defiant, but a necessary team fight to win.
I gotta be honest, man, that was so close to being a memp.
And the shield is going to withstand that self-destruct for but a moment. Now, a window of opportunity. The EMP is going to be scattered across the point once more. Hisu, maybe the hack was enough. Stand one falling, still just trying to play loose and around these corners. The Toronto Defiant rolling deep here. The overtime still going, and nobody's going to be able to touch. That's the Defiant essentially stealing that away from the Boston Uprising. I think Boston are going to be kicking themselves, honestly. Mecha base, one of the most ideal areas to play this rush composition. This is the 3k pulse bomb that ended up missing earlier.
The Transcendence off. Hisu EMP online a little earlier than I'm 37 here, as well as Aspire. You can see him. He looks like he's just in the trenches, taking damage from all over the place. And at the very end of that trance, Lastro manages to get picked off. Thankfully, though, Hisu is there with that EMP to try and save things for Toronto, as this little skirmish for Boston is going to be repelled.
Going to be missing just off to the side there, so not quite finding the target they were looking for. Still, the Toronto Defiant are the ones in control of this point. They're investing a lot of resources into this one. The Boston Uprising have not gained the edge that they were hoping for. In fact, Lastro, this guy's an absolute menace right now. He's just pumping in the damage, playing in the front lines, and look at the Discord orb placement. The damage, volley after volley, orb after orb, with the Transcendence healing on top, is absolutely unstoppable.
Toronto have just demolished this round. There was no contest for Boston. Toronto got warmed up. And this map, Brent,
you're kidding me.
It all comes back to that final team fight.
On the pickoff, they want to try and at least capitalize off of all of this space they've taken. Nano boost onto Sado as well. Now they collapse onto them.
And this nano is exactly what the Toronto Defiant's comp is supposed to build towards. You have this up so early on. Minute and a half on the clock before really anything apart from the Amp Matrix was available from Boston. They're looking for a recontest potentially here. It actually looks like they're going to go for this. They have a Blizzard to work with as well.
Yeah.
Oh no, they back off in the end.
Yeah.
I think this is the right call. Boston were at risk there of using all. They used the nano boost towards the end here, and Toronto are coming back in with only a rally to really speak of. This feels like more of a push to try and force ultimates out of Boston. And so I would say, all in all, that was pretty decent. They do all die. The kill feed is filled up with white on red, but they forced out some crucial stuff there.
Beautiful stuff. You see, sound barrier committed. That's the Toronto Defiant coming straight back into this one. Molten Core to try and stave them away. Valentine putting in the damage for the rest of their team with Sado falling. It's a great start for them. It's going to be another lost team fight. At the end of the day, the Toronto Defiant, they built up that sound barrier very quickly considering the swaps they made, but the decimal somewhere. It's not even shown on the UI, but it wasn't there, and I'm 37! It's charged up the Deadeye right through the Amp Matrix, pierces right into them. That's Lastro taken out. Off to the side as well. Nice little flashbang. It's going to catch them unaware with Sado. Unable to hold up the shield anymore. They're losing this team fight, getting staggered out of this one now with a final 50 seconds left. The Toronto Defiant not going to be having too much to work with. Obviously, the Blizzard is online to eat up. They know it's online right now, coming straight through, off onto the side. The Blizzard, there's a Maywall actually to try and block it up, so it actually didn't end up getting 8. Locked up a lot of the players. Ultimates, it's a clash of styles with a soundbar laid on top. The Toronto Defiant now investing absolutely everything, and it's got to be huge. Sado with the shatter, that's knocked so many targets down to the floor. The final effort from them, a last hurrah, but they might be able to get it over the finish line yet. Finally getting some progress being made, and it's a clean sweep of a team fight and an eventual capture.
Incredible. Yeah, playing it with the Echo Reaper here as well. So a lot of pressure onto Defiant, but that is a fantastic counter dive by Sado. Valentine, though, the focusing beam is great from him. His Echo's been up and down this season, but that is a monster performance.
Yeah, kites him all the way back with the flight, sends in the bomb, sends in the beam. It all comes together. Lead right into this one, but they're not getting too much done, actually. Sado, look at the way he's just kind of disjointing them as well, just battering away at every single angle, and it's the Toronto Defiant with the 2 picks they needed. Off the back of that, the rest of the team's going to be falling like dominoes. The Boston Uprising composition really relies on the whole team as a group working together as one solid unit.
And Defiant have fallen back.
It's a hard engage into the backline here with the Death Blossom as well. The Bubble's going to be eating up a lot of this one. Rally armor though from Anson J. That's going to give them so much health to work with. Valentine just commits into that self-destruct, obviously, at the tail end of the Echo duplication. Not going to be getting too much, in fact, staggered out of this one still. With Michelle falling, could be an opportunity. No, not quite. The Toronto Defiant absolutely right into the back line. Toronto just waiting it out here, and that's the pulse bomb. Right onto Valentine. Diving in, nice, just about building up that Primal Rage at the end of it. Just going to be surviving as well, staying a bit longer in the form of Winston. And it should be just a cut-off team fight just like that.
Faith was getting primaled there. Potentially, if Sado
has out the cooldowns, there's the fade gone. He's just going to be calling that one. Definitely an opportunity for him. 37 into the back. That is a beautiful one. The ultimate goes off about a hitch. That's going to be 3 players down, and now the ultimate. Oh, it's really getting sticky. 85% and counting. The Coalescence just beaming down. Michelle, no one able to really touch this one, but Sado just about gets in there with the Primal Rage. Maybe able to stall this one out, along with the duplicate as well. Nice, just trying to build up the bomb. Not able to get it as well. Would have been crucial for them, but still the turnaround comes round. Hisu with the post bomb. It takes out Myungbong, and now a lack of healing for the Boston Uprising. How are they going to be remaining in this team fight? I think they've realized it themselves as well, as Faith just tries to exit out of the scene of the crime.
There we go. Hello.
There it is. Confirmed in the end. Sado's going to be getting this one. Forces out the sound barrier though. Still taking a ton of damage, but wants to build up this Primal Rage. It's the one tool they need, but look at the beam. Myungbong's taken out. I'm 37. A lot of pressure on him to try and turn things, but I don't think it's going to be doable. The Toronto Defiant had every ultimate that they needed to try and shut that one right in its trap, and that's going to be the cap tonight. Yeah, in terms of positioning, they had everything. Trying to build up a bit more now with the pulse bomb comes in. That's a good power drive, but it's a little bit out of line still. The kills go through anyway. The Boston Uprising get it there with Anson J taken out by the Dragon Strike, and Valentine, his eyes set there onto Nice, just trying to chase him down. Just giving up in the end, yeah. Okay. But they have a better one now. Lastro comes across the point, giving his team the extra heals. It's all on Valentine. What a stick off to the side, but it was on the transcending. Oh my goodness, the Zenyatta. Yeah, and that's not going to be getting too much. To second of invulnerability that he was granted, not enough to get that kill in the end, pushing him away from the point. The Boston Uprising still looking for ways to come back into this one. They do have the numbers advantage, and with Lastro still alive, they have so much more up their sleeves, I suppose, to the Discord Orbs as well. They're going to try and coordinate something though. Power driver off into the side, but you can't play into it, I suppose. The rally going off on Anson J. That's a good pulse. That's going to be finding the target there with Myungbong going down. And the Toronto Defiant on the attack going to be steadily moving forward. They have to take care of Valentine here, but the pressure is there. The remake online for them, and Boston are going to start to get the players back in. They have to set up something nice. Pulse bomb is going to be the connection, but not enough. Onto a target at least that was low enough here. Sado gets chased down, and nice the tracking. That's time 37 taken, removed. 1 minute and 30 seconds left for them to try and push this one forwards. But the rally as well, they are really staving them off here, Josh.
Only for a moment though. Here comes Hisu with EMP, stand 1 dies, checkpoint B in their favor, and now Toronto can really start the momentum going. Boston have found some glimmers of hope. Check from Hisu. Is he still in that insane form?
What a stick. Yeah, Myeongbong, I mean, just taken out. Nothing to stop it. Was an 8-up.
We're not even going to be able to see Brent. They're going to win too quickly for us to be able to see if Hisu's in god form. Nice done,
Stand 1. No, booped off to the side. No power driver for you. See you later. Right down to the bottom of King's Row. And that is just, I mean, dominating, I think, from the Toronto Defiant. Like you said, Josh.
I mean, 937's coming off the spawn.
Yeah, that's going to be the coalescence. Toronto just looking to try and dodge and juke around the corners. Myeongbong's just desperate to get any sort of value he can out of it, but he's taken out. Still, it's a battle taking place in close quarters, and that is going to be favoring the Boston Uprising's composition. They are finding their way a bit of a win here.
There's another player that can delay this.
Didn't end up getting it. Hisu taking a lot of damage, but with Faith falling, that is not ideal. Last Stroke going to be committing to Transcendence now as well. Nice with this duplicate, has that self-destruct, going to be just letting it loose there at the choke point, just clearing and pushing them all the way back. Boston just a bit too split right now, only able to get 18. No way!
Oh,
what a stick! They had no idea Hisu was there. Just didn't quite check the corner.
He had the invisibility cloak on.
He did. Yeah, little gift. Not sure who gave it to him, but that's going to be an instant team fight. Layering it on top. That's a sound barrier to try and win it. They've taken so much damage though. And again, Hisu, he's built it up again. A 2-piece, stand 1 Myeongbong taken out. Removed from the fight. They're trying to stay alive. It's a clean exit and cut off away from this one. Still, not too much here. Only a single tick needs to be gained. If the Boston Uprising come back in with a couple of more picks, it could be turnable. Valentine needs to stay alive, but he's eventually going to get rolled through. Sado takes him out. But now the bodies are on the point. The Boston Uprising are here, getting that capture up. Another roll through, but boop away for Sado. Not going to be able to contest this one. Transcendence healing, not enough. I think it got cut off there by the tail end of the bubble. So it didn't actually connect onto Sado to keep him up as he was rolling to contest. Could have been a critical placement there of that bubble, and in the end, it is the Boston Uprising. We end up capping it up with a bit of time now, just about under 3 minutes. Decided to take it aggressively right into them. They need picks though, and they need them now if they're trying to win this one. It's so difficult for them though, with no real key ultimates. Valentine has to do work, but with Valentine taken out, it's not looking quite too doable. Still, stand 1 with this Primal Rage might be able to create a bit of magic, but with Hisu tracking down the stray targets, Boston are running out of fumes, running on fumes.
Well, this 1v1 is so crucial though, genuinely. The Moira being able to stay alive there allows...
Push them away, they force out the fade, that's what they were looking for, and they get the kill. Myeongbong taken out. The pulse bomb doesn't quite connect, but the mines will do the job. 23 seconds left. The more staggered this teamfight gets, the worse it's going to be for the Boston Uprising.
And Toronto Defiant, this season has been their best. The last time they played against Boston.
A bit late, connects onto a lot of the characters. They might be able to try and stay alive in this one, but with Stamon falling, oh, it's not too good at all. Still, self-destruct. It's a last-ditch effort. Michelle, though, pushes them all the way off the objective once more. Rolling through, Sado just trying to beat down Punk so he can't get back into the mech. And the players, the Toronto Defiant, they regroup and they posture them off the point in the end. GG's in the chat. And it's the Toronto Defiant who move further forwards here in our play-ins. The Boston Uprising with a conclusion and an end to their season.
And a good season it was as well. Just a moment to focus on Boston.